3,300 years ago, under the reign of Seti I, the Hebrews were an enslaved race. They were forced to work mercilessly to meet the demands of Pharaoh's growing empire. And for 400 years they prayed for someone to deliver them from bondage.
These Hebrews continue to multiply, even thrive. Soon they could join with our enemies and outnumber us. To this threat I will not turn a blind eye. The newborn son of each Hebrew family must die.
Take my heart gently, let it down. Is it true that letting go is what it's all about? Do we trust in something greater because we have no choice? In the echoes of this lifetime, I will always hear your voice.
Dreams softly in my arms. This moment has been waiting forever in the stars. Cast your net upon the water and pray somebody hears. Today the sun touched my face and dried 1,000 tears. If I can let you go, there's nothing I can do. If I can make you mine, there's no mountain I won't move. If I can let you go, it's love that shows me how. If I need to leave, oh, I need it now. I need it now. And I surrender everything. It's more than I ever dreamed. I need it now. How can I let go of all that I am? All that I am. I need it now. I hold my future in my hands. I need it now.
shall name him Moses.
And his name shall be drawn from water, and his name shall reveal our history. A child embraced by royalty, from the gods he came to be. And now we're
Ramses, you will be the Pharaoh. You'll follow in the footsteps of those who went before. For this purpose, you've been prepared since the day you were born. Moses, you are his right hand, the architect of dreams, the builder of his visions, a counselor to kings.
Both of you will honor the glory that is Egypt, the legacy of ancestors and gods.
Remember, above all, you must be guided by the timeless traditions she stands upon.
Astronomy and science, the politics of war. Are these the only things a future king is living for? What about some fun? Some starry desert nights, nectar from the lotus, girls who flirt with smoky eyes.
Metaphysics and religion, philosophy and love. A prince has gotta know some things about all of the above. But what about the life that can't be learned from a teacher? What about the kind of truth only found by a seeker?
When we rule the world, that'll be the day. Their timeless old traditions, they'll all be thrown away. When we rule the world, all this is gonna change. When we rule the world, when we rule the world, when we rule the world.
Mysticism in the arts, the power in a crystal. Are these the only subjects a modern girl finds useful? I want to see the world that waits beyond these walls. I want to live and never stop until I've done it all.
Whatever you imagine, whatever you can dream, that's what I will give you when you become my queen.
How could she be your queen when it's only me she wants? Aren't you overlooking a little thing called love?
When we rule the world, that'll be the day. Take a look around us, brother. Nothing's ever gonna be the same. When we rule the world, all this is gonna change. When we rule the world, when we rule the world, when we rule. When I rule the world, that'll be the day. By my father's decree, she'll be my queen. There's nothing more to say.
What is the hidden meaning contained in a name? Why does it make us better than, less than, or the same? Does authority entitle us to indulge our every whim? Must I kneel before my brother now? Yesterday, I was just the same as him. I've got the keys to the kingdom, but it treats me like a slave. What it chooses to give me, he can choose to take away. I've got the keys to the kingdom's not my own. Suddenly I'm feeling alone. Yeah, suddenly I'm feeling like I'm not home anymore. Tell me why a man is born, a master or a slave. Is it luck or is it circumstance, or is it preordained? Toiling in their misery, are these slaves not really men? Strip away my wealth and privilege, am I not just the same as them? I've got the keys to the kingdom, but I'm torn and I'm confused, because the kingdom's been created by the sweat and blood of those we use. I've got the keys to the kingdom, but the kingdom's not my own. Suddenly I'm feeling alone. Yeah, suddenly I'm feeling like I'm not home. Suddenly I'm feeling like I'm not home anymore. Tell me why a man is born, a master or a slave. Is it luck or is it circumstance, or is it preordained?
Your God hears you, Joshua, and makes you a slave of the Pharaoh. Come on.
They say I've got no right to question a life without hope, or ask for anything more than to suffer and bleed at the end of a rope. They say I've got no right to look them in the eye, that I belong in the dust of their feet. But one day for sure I'm gonna die. Is anybody listening? Does anybody hear? Does anybody out there see us drowning in our tears? Is our future written on a sky of cold stone? God, if you're listening, let us know. God, if you're listening, let us know. They teach us to believe we're not strong like them, that we don't have the will to crush these walls that hold us in. They try and make us think that we'll never have a chance. Can I fight for my own freedom with only these two hands? Is anybody listening? Does anybody hear? Does anybody out there see us struggling with our fear? Is our future written on a sky of cold stone? If you're listening, let us know. God, if you're listening, let us know. You can tie a rock to my soul, but you can't build a prison for my mind, no. You can chain my body to the earth, but still my spirit flies. My spirit flies. Is anybody out there see us drowning in our fear? Will our homes die slowly in the heat of the desert sun? God, if you hear us, send us someone. God, if you hear us, send someone. Is anybody No! Stop! Stop! It only takes a moment for everything to change. A ripple in eternity, a flash inside my brain. Nothing will ever be the same. Could I change the future if I could just go back and stand on the threshold of one single act? Nothing will ever be the same. Moses, tell us why you did this. I'm sure you can explain. No one here believes you take the side of a slave. Nothing will ever be the same.
Deep in your heart, you've always known the day was gonna come. You'd have to tell him he's your son. Nothing will ever be the same. The truth can only hurt him now. The truth would seal his fate. What kind of mother would I be to hold him in this way?
Don't worry, brother. This will soon be yesterday's news. These people are just fools and easily confused. Just do as I tell you. You'll see what I can do.
This man is guilty, yeah, he's guilty. The law of Pharaoh must apply. A prince of Egypt's no exception. Under your law, Moses must die. We're getting restless, we want justice. We want him beaten, bruised and broken.
punish me. We are gods, not mortal men, and we're above the law. A god cannot be punished as if he's one of them.
You're not a pharaoh, not a deity. You're not a god, and he will never be. The law is clear, we must be satisfied. We want him dead. God, Moses must die. He's gotta die. He's gotta die. He's gotta die.
Then so will I, so will I, then so will I, so will I, then so will I.
Lose the chance forever.
Then so
Tell him we belong together.
Tell him the truth, mother. Please, enough of these lies. I won't stand here and watch my brother die.
Wait.
Ma'am! He's not just yours. He is our family. He is ours, and he always will be. Tell him. I drew you from the water. You are my heart's desire. I believe the gods had answered my deepest prayer. I've loved you all your life, and there's no sacrifice I wouldn't make if I could save you from this fate. To those who say you're not my son, I say love is thicker than blood. How could you abandon a child? How could a mother do such a thing? To save the life of a baby, a mother would do anything. She would suffer the worst kind of pain. Down on my knees beside a rushing river, I gave my son to God and asked him to deliver him to someone's arms who could take him in. Someone to give what I couldn't give. A simple gift, a chance to live. A simple gift, the chance to live. And when I let you go, I whispered my goodbye. And when I let my heart died, and when I let you go, it was love that showed me how. If I ever needed to believe, oh, I need it now. I need it now.
You tell me I'm not who I am, Mother, then tell me who you think I am. I need it now.
I need it now.
This is a lie, a bad mistake. The blood of kings runs through his veins.
I need it now.
Not the blood of kings, but the blood of slaves. I am his brother, not you. Tell them, Moses, tell them it's not true. I am his brother, we've been raised side by side. Speak, Moses, tell them it's a lie.
What is the truth? Can anyone say? There's nothing to hold on to that can't be torn away in a single moment. Everything has changed.
Oh, Prince of Egypt, son of slaves, no turning back can look the other way. He killed his master, now he's gonna pay. Your prince must die. Your prince must
Moses, you're banished. The desert will consume you. If you try to return here, it will only doom you to your death.
No! Here's my gift from the river, a circle flowing back to the source, the giver, deeper than blood, the bond between us, me and my gift from the river. And his name shall be drawn from the water, and his name shall reveal a history, a time erased by royalty from the gods. He came to me.
I should be broken, but I have no tears. And I should be shaking, but I have no fear. A strange kind of calm has settled in my soul, a realization that I have always known. I should be grieving, but my heart is light. And I should be doubting, but I'm a rock inside. Years of confusion have melted away. I've waited all my life to come to this place.
And the horns of Jericho are sounding, telling of a prophet, a savior, a light. And the horns of Jericho are sounding. Tell me, can you hear them on your lonely road? Can you hear the horns of Jericho?
struggling, but I feel at peace. My only armor is deep humility. My heart stays with you, but this is not my home. No matter where I go from here, I will walk alone.
He's not ours, and he never was mine. He belongs to something greater than just you and I. I send you this prayer wherever you go. May you walk in the knowledge of one who's not alone. May your pain turn to wisdom in the will to believe, and in the fire of the Will he wonder what it is that's on my mind? Will he ask so I can lie? Reassure him, ease his mind. He'll never know my heart's become a shrine to a love that never was, love that never was. A love that never was.
Moses.
Here am I.
Remove your shoes. The place where you stand is holy ground.
Why do you talk to me? Why do you call me? I'm nothing. I'm just a shepherd. In my life I've seen a world of material things, the vanity of kings, of tyrants and fools. A million raindrops fall, is one any different from the other? Why should my life be so different from another? Am I so different from my brother? And in my blood I felt the power of mighty empires, the rush of desire, ambition, and greed, and I don't need it. Driven by a storm, a grain of sand can carve the stone. But must I toss into the fire the only happiness I've known?
I have heard the cry of my children in Egypt. I will send you to bring my people forth out of bondage.
Why me? I just don't understand. Please tell me what I've ever done. Why you've chosen me to be the one to lead your people, set them free. Why would you trust their fate to me, these slaves and sons of slaves? I'm asking you to tell me. I'm asking, tell me. I've crawled across the burning sand, the blood of Egypt on my exile hands. I'm not some vessel for your crazy plan to lead your desperate crying children to the land of milk and honey. No battle cry to lead them on, just a shepherd's staff, the forgotten son of Pharaoh. Why me? My trial by fire ended in the sweetness of a kiss. I still have time to walk away, pretend you don't exist. In my darkest days you sent the rain to wet my lips. But you were only saving me for this. Why me? I guess the answer's clear. You had it planned for all these years. A baby drifting on the Nile becomes the queen's most precious child. Why do I fit so perfectly this strange and twisted destiny? I'm asking you to help me. I'm begging, help me. I've seen their struggle bound and chained. I've heard their cries, despair and pain. But I can't be the one they seek. I'm just a man, I'm not a king. No jeweled sword rests in my hand. Just a shepherd's staff with the forgotten son of Pharaoh. Why me? There's no turning away from what is real. From what I see and what I feel. Here in this place. Let me never forget this day. Face to face. Let my life be a sacrifice to your will. My life is a sacrifice to your will. Let my life be a sacrifice to your will. You know I have no words to speak to bring a pharaoh to his knees. So tell me, will you go with me to rock his royal dynasty? One man against imperial power. This could be Ramesses' finest hour. I'm begging you to help me. I'm praying, help me. What army route shall I take to destroy Pharaoh?
Not by the sword, but by the staff, our shepherd, will you set them free.
Just the shepherd's staff of the forgotten son of Pharaoh. Why me? God, help me. My brother, Aaron, how did you find me?
God sent me to guide you back to Egypt. Ramesses is Pharaoh now, and he rules with a cruel and merciless hand. Moses, you must come back.
Journey will make it right.
The horns of Jericho are sounding,
Telling of a prophet, a savior alive, and the horns of Jericho are sounding. Moses, can you hear them? On your lonely road, can you hear the horns of Jericho? Can you hear the horns of Jericho?
everywhere I look, everything I see, the glory of Egypt is all about me. So what if they grown rusted bodies in the dirt? On clay and sun, they've been nursed. What greater purpose could they serve than the glory of me? What greater purpose than the glory of Ra? Oh, my towers raise the sky, my army moves the sea. There's nowhere in the world that my hand does not reach. Empires are born from toil and pain, the tears that fall like rain give new life to my precious earth. What greater purpose could they serve than the glory of me? What greater purpose than the glory of Ra? From where the falcon flies, I look down on the land. My cities all shine like coins in the sand. I am His Majesty, offspring of the gods. I am the only glory. From where the falcon flies, I look up to the sky and breathe in the power, all the power that is mine. I am His Majesty, favorite of the gods. I am the glory. They all praise the glory of Ra. Treasures now placed at her feet, alabaster temples named for my queen. For my son I built a dynasty unlike the world has ever seen, a power that will dominate the earth. What greater purpose could they serve than the glory of me? What greater purpose than the glory of Ra? From where the falcon flies, I look down on the land. My cities all shine like coins in the sand. I am His Majesty, offspring of the gods. I am the only glory. From where the falcon flies, I look up to the sky and breathe in the power, all the power that is mine. I am His Majesty, favorite of the gods. I am the glory. All praise the glory of Ra.
Moses, is it you? Is it true that you've returned? Deep in my heart, I knew one day you'd come home. Take a look around at this kingdom we will share. What's the matter, brother? Why do you stare?
How can you build your kingdom on the blood of generations when all those who've suffered are the stones of its foundation? The river's overflowing with the flood of human tears. Still you keep them shackled in the bondage of their fear. It's no man's right to enslave another man, to make him a possession, chain his heart, chain his hands. It's not your right to kill anyone's dreams, break their will with poverty. Let them go. Let my people go free. Let their free will decide what their lives are gonna be. Let them rule by their authority. Give them back their dignity. They will rise to sovereignty. Let my people go. Let them go.
What's happened to you, Moses? You're acting kind of strange. Have your travels in the desert sent you home without a brain? Who'd have thought I'd ever see the day when a prince of Egypt would become a prince of slaves?
Will you close your eyes and pretend you don't see, save inside the palace walls of your divinity? Or will your heart be softened in time to see the light?
'Cause I've come to save my people, to end their long dark night. It's no man's right to determine he is God. Men should have the right to be ruled by the law.
It's no man's right to oppress his brother, and by the use of fear rise above the other.
Let them go. Let my people go free. Let their free will decide what their lives are going to be. Let them rule by their authority. Give them back their dignity. They will rise to sovereignty. Let my people go. Let them go. Let my people go free. Let their free will decide what their lives are going to be. Let them rule by their authority. Give them back their dignity. They will rise to sovereignty. Let my people go. Let them go.
By whose authority do you speak?
By the authority of my God that dwells within me.
Within your heart, within your mind. Tell me, brother, where does this God of yours reside?
He's the light in every man. He dwells in every man and always has.
A magician's trick. No!
Let them go. Let my people go free. Let their free will decide what their lives are going to be. Let them rule by their authority. Give them back their dignity. They will rise to sovereignty. Let my people go. Let them go. Let my people go free. Let their free will decide what their lives are going to be. Let them rule by their authority. Give them back their dignity. They will rise to sovereignty. Let my people go.
So it is written, and so it will be. Your people will pay the price for your insanity. Now, let their workload be increased. No straw for bricks. They will toil in muddy fields and gather their own sticks. But if they fall short by even one brick, they will feel the sting of the foreman's whip. They will feel the crush of the master's grip.
You've done to us.
They are mine.
You make things worse. You're my salvation, you're a curse.
Have you lost your mind?
What have you done to us?
I will never let them go.
Pharaoh has the power, and he will kill us all.
Before I let them go, I'll make the heavens fall. Before I let them go.
You once called me brother, now listen to my words. Across the skies of Egypt, there comes a raging storm.
And now your time is running out. The real God has spoken. Destruction's waiting in your path. You'll set it all in motion if you do not free them, every last one. You'll see disaster before the day is done.
No! It is you who will suffer before the day is done!
What have you done to us? Somehow make things worse. You're not salvation, you're the first. People get you killed. What have you done to us? It is the sin who has the power.
And I will kill them all before I let them go. I'll make the heavens fall before I let them go.
Don't give in to fear. Who do you believe? The word of God or the rantings of a king?
Does a shepherd's God challenge a pharaoh of Egypt? I pray he sends you the courage, because you're gonna need it. How dare you challenge me? They will never be free. They will never be free. This could make us sick, some kind of wicked trick. Pick of the trick. You hopeless imbeciles who think his God is real. These are tricks. We think his God is real. You better strike a deal.
Will your cold and selfish heart bring an empire to its knees? What will it take for you to listen to me? You'd better bend or you will break. You've made your last mistake. Your powers can't protect you now from the price that you will pay.
You traitor! How dare you! How dare you speak this way to me? As long as I'm alive, they will never be free. They'll live and die and die and live and die and all for me. What have you done to us? This has gone too far. The worst of the plagues and burning. Tomb in the Valley of Kings and gladly give up everything before my will be broken by the ghost of a man with nothing but a shepherd's staff. It is
Let them go.
Let us go. Let my people go free. Your people aren't your people, they're my property.
We'll take back our dignity.
They were born into slavery.
Wake up, don't you see the devastation you've unleashed? Let them go. Let my people go free. You don't have the right to decide their destiny.
They're ruled by my authority. No, they're ruled by your tyranny. Egypt is the purpose for which they live and breathe.
Let them go. Let my people go free.
No God of yours will ever have power over me.
Then you doom the sons of Egypt and shatter your own heart. Your proud and willful spirit has torn your world apart. Take your people and go. Your Pharaoh sets you free.
No, brother. Not Pharaoh. The strong arm of God Almighty. We will go to Sinai. There we will find God. Don't be afraid. It's a sign from God leading us out of darkness.
Is this the mighty king? Has he become this pale, pathetic, wasted thing? Is this the sacred son of Ra? Defeated, beaten, broken, lying on the floor. Oh, what a tragedy. I paid the high price for your vanity. Tell me, did I hear what you could do for me? Can you give me back my heart? Can you give me back my dreams? Can you give me back my love? Can you do all of that for me? Can you give me back my life and the son he took away? Come on, mighty king, what do you say? Can you do that for me? Where are your armies now that you've been outwitted by a shepherd and his crowd? Am I the only one who wants to see him punished for all the things that he's done? Oh, what a comedy. My broken king, where's your integrity? Tell me, did I do for me? Can you give me back my heart? Can you give me back my dreams? Can you give me back my love? Can you do all of that for me? Can you give me back my life and the son he took away? Come on, mighty king, what do you say? Can you do that for me? No matter what you do, it will never be enough. Never be enough. My only son has been taken away by the only man that I ever loved. Can you give me back my heart? Can you give me back my dreams? Can you give me back my love? Can you do all of that for me? Can you give me back my life? The son he took away. Come on, mighty king, what do you say? Can you do that for me? Can you give me my heart? Can you give me back my pride? Can you give me back my king? Can you do all of that for me? Can you give me back my life and the son he took away? Come on, mighty king, what do you say? Can you do that for me?
all the world's treasures I've placed at her feet. Alabaster temples named for my queen. For my son I built a dynasty unlike the world has ever seen. So tell me now, what was it worth? From where the falcon flies, I'll reach up to the sky and bring down all the power of all power that is mine. I am His Majesty, favorite of the gods. I am the glory, and they will all fear the glory of Ra.
Were we fools to believe that things could change? Was the dream so close and yet so far away? Did we want so badly to be free that we were the ones who ended up deceived? Did we follow blind just to find an early grave? What about the promise that you made?
Cast your fear into the deep, walk your faith into the sea. Close your eyes and follow me into the deep. When you pray for freedom on your knees and ask your God for liberty, you must surrender everything into the deep. And if we turn back now, our dream will die. Where is courage if it's not inside?
So when there's nothing left to lose, is it only then that the mountain moves? Is it only when we let go we are saved? What about the promise that you made?
Cast your fear into the deep, walk your faith into the sea. Close your eyes and follow me into the deep. When you pray for freedom on your knees and ask your God for liberty, you must surrender everything into the deep.
Don't you see we trust in you? Now there's nothing we can do. For me there is no turning back. If the sea is my grave, then I'm okay with that.
Even now you give in to your doubt, even though you've witnessed God bring a Pharaoh down. Let the power of your will calm your troubled heart. I will stretch forth my hand and tell the sea to part.
Cast our hopes into the deep, trust our future to the sea, where we die to find eternity.
Nothing we can do but take the leap.
Into the deep.
see your face makes me wipe away things I must remember, things I must hold on to forever if I'm to have my pride. But how do I see you as my enemy? My memory makes my will go weak, and a voice inside repeats and repeats, how can this be? How can this be? How can this be? How can this be? To see your sorrow is the hardest weight I've ever had to bear, and I need all my strength now if I'm to keep believing. How do I believe in a destiny when a brother's pain is all I see? The voice inside me repeats and repeats, how can this be? How can this be? How can this be? How can this be? To hear your voice takes my anger away, but I need to hate you now to keep me alive and help me survive this life I'm left with. How do I see you as an enemy? A brother's face is all I see. The voice inside me repeats and repeats, how can this be? How can this be? My brother, my friend, who will never be again, from this wall around my heart I look into your eyes. My brother, my friend, like no other in my life, from across this great divide I look into your eyes. For now I must turn away from this friendship of brothers. We have lost each other in a battle of wills. Over and over life makes us see that love is the only thing that lasts eternally. As long as the sun rises over these golden hills, we'll be brothers still. We'll be brothers still. We are brothers still.
Moses, your God is God.
We are brothers still. Wait here and rest. We'll walk upon the mountain, pray to God. He'll tell us what to do. We are here, children of Israel.
I've heard of a certain star that wanders like a pilgrim looking for a home, traveling through eternity, never resting till it finds the place where it belongs.
I may never understand the mystery of the stars, but I think I'm getting wiser when it comes to my own heart. The answer is so simple. My life's about the people that I love. The tide goes out, the full moon wanes, the sands will shift, the winds will change, but I'll be here still holding on, here with him where I belong. The winter comes, the summer goes, time moves on, the children grow, but I'll be here when all is gone, here with him, here where I belong. We are here. We are here.
The path that led me home has led me far away from a strange and distant land, the life from whence I came. here in this new world. I stand with him, the sun upon my face. I have found my greatest strength in the simple acts of faith. I know that God is with me, I've never been alone. My life has been a blessing, the story of my long journey home. The mighty fall, weak will rise, the kingdom crumbles overnight. But I am here standing strong, here at last where I belong. The proud are mocked, the humble rule. A prophet speaks, the world is new. No question now of right or wrong. We are here where we belong. Moses will be here, faithful as the sun, waiting and praying for you to return. Forever here, bonded by a lie, for a prophet, a husband, and a son. The tide goes out, the full moon wanes, the suns will shift, the winds will change. But we'll be here still holding on, here with him where we belong. The mighty fall, the weak will rise, the kingdom crumbles overnight. But we are here standing strong, here at last where we belong. The proud are mocked, the humble roll. A prophet speaks, the world is new. No question now of right.
given in to lust and greed. These rules were given us by God, the God who broke your cruel bonds. You don't deserve the promised land, and freedom is too good for you. You mystify with lies and thieves. We threw away your hopes and dreams. Fools and sons of fools. You don't deserve anyone or anything.
Here on earth there's a light that shines. When it's darkest you can find it in each other's eyes. Here on earth there's a brotherhood we share. When destruction casts a shadow on good men everywhere. There's no victory in the suffering of others. There's no joy to be found in the pain of another.
Say a prayer for each other, a prayer for our souls, say a prayer for the young, and a prayer for the old.
For the tears of the innocent and children everywhere, say a prayer for life.
Here on earth we must draw each other near. Our faith will not divide us, only our fear. Here on earth we must open our eyes, see that love is all we have to get us through this life. When the armor we wear is all stripped away, beyond right and wrong, we're all the same. Say a prayer
for the lonely and a prayer for the cold. Say a prayer for the hungry living on their own.
For all creatures on the earth and people everywhere, say a prayer
for the helpless, a prayer for the strong, for the wrong and the wounded living with their scars. For the tears of the innocent children everywhere, say a prayer for life.
May we each in our own way sow the seeds of peace in every small word, in every small deed. May the roots grow strong and deep